You already live.
Now?
Already. It's not the show though, but it's live already. You can talk to the camera, bro. It's live.
Hey, yeah. Man, y'all don't mind the hair, please. Don't mind the hair. It's behind the scenes, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, man, we look like little TJ need to get his hair done. Man, word. So, before we start, man, like.
So talk to me. What are we gonna say?
Oh, no. You know what? I still want to finish this conversation with this damn book situation and what's going on in this American colonized society. So I do want to finish that too. Yo, like honestly, I believe that there's a lot of fake shit that's going on, and even the shit that's going on in the media, or even the shit that's going on television. Period is fake to me. I don't even enjoy basketball and football like that. No funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know this bullshit. I know it's scripted. You know what I'm saying? Everything is mainly scripted.
Yeah.
So my thing is, would anybody else believe that situation? That's the thing.
You could explain the truth to anybody, and you have certain people that just don't want to hear it. You know, I'll give you an example. Like, you can have somebody that their whole life they were told that this is the color green, right? And then you'll explain to them, nah, this is the color white. And they'll be like, nah, it's the color green. And then you'll explain to them why it's the color, right? It's not the color green. And they still want to believe it's the color green. So that's the way you gotta look at life. Sometimes you just gotta know that even when you know the truth and you can prove the truth, some certain people don't even care. They just want to believe what they prefer to.
Talk to your microphones.
Yo. Turn your microphone.
Yo, can you hear me?
All that.
Yo.
What you hear?
You.
Broadcasting live.
You. All right, here.
Talk
Yeah,
to me.
you.
Yeah.
All right, you got it online. All right. Hey, man. Hey, so this is my thing with it. Like, I believe that shit is going on, and I also believe that a lot of the too is bullshit. You know, there's a doctor in China that's discovering how to make human shit out of steak. It's been talked about right now. So I am going to stop eating steak as we talked about, or we talking about right now. I'm going to stop eating steak, and it's going to really be just that. Yeah. So stay tuned, y'all.
Yeah. I wouldn't go order Impossible Burger because
What song?
MIB by Nimrod.
Nah, but I mean, who knows what this food situation is there too? You know, if they're trying to, I mean, you have certain parts of the world that are renewing water that's been heavily polluted, you know, or sewage water, and they can convert it into drinking water.
They do that to milk all the time.
You know,
even the milk we drink.
I don't know how comfortable I feel with having to drink a bottle of, you know, sewage treated water.
We're not gonna hang out.
Carl, what the fuck you talking about?
No.
But I definitely wouldn't eat no shit steak.
You tell me what to do?
Crazy.
No. What did you say?
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know. I probably wouldn't drink a bottle of purified wastewater if I knew it was one. So I definitely wouldn't want to eat a piece of shit steak. That's crazy if you're saying that they're trying to convert human shit, human excrement.
I see that shit. I said, wait a minute, man. Not the real thing that
I mean, the only real need I would see for that is because there's like a massive food shortage. You know,
either way, they know how to clone animals. Why the fuck you need to make a shit out of human shit, out of steak?
People start out to do weird things.
They're already gluing meat together.
Yeah,
they're already cloning the goddamn animals. So what else? And they cloning the plants and the vegetables we eat. And that's retarded. That's ridiculous.
But like I said, I mean, to me, it all depends on where the country we live in, where they're at with food. You know, like the necessity.
I bet you I can go.
You know, some people don't have maybe like they don't have a land you could you could grow certain fruits or raise certain cattle on, so they gotta depend on getting it from somewhere else, and maybe scared. You know, the same thing with water, right? You could live someplace where you could get water from there today, and then there could be a water shortage where you live.
I just think that the food that we used to eat before all this bioengineered shit really came into place, I believe that's gone.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
You could because you can still leave America and
yeah,
go to other
that's what I was gonna say too.
They're growing their own chickens. They're growing. I mean, they still do that. They still have that here too. But I'm just saying it's more common in other places, and especially like in third world countries where people do have to grow their own. Fact. You know, they don't have anyone bioengineering their food because they might not even have like bioengineering industries where they live.
You know what I would like to do? I would
like ready?
To start. Yeah.
All right. Audio up.
I would like to do some shit like that.
Morning sign up. S.STREET Media opening up. Countdown about to start. Right, doing that one more time. Audio up. Morning sign up. S.STREET Media opening up. Countdown about to start. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The music is playing.
I fuck that song. I ain't gonna lie. Never I did this shit.
You could talk to your audience too on your live still.
Hey man. Hey, also for those who do not know, the Sprinkle Family Radio mixtape Volume 1 is already out. Volume 2 is coming out March 15th, everybody. So please check that out. Volume 2 is coming out March 15th. It's going to be available on my mixtapes, Audio Mac, my Mixcloud, and also it's going to be available on my YouTube. So please check that out. All right. Also, the magazine is coming out and the Sprinkle Family website is soon coming out. So please check in. More updates will be available. You know? You know what I do? What I do really gonna do? I really want to get this. Yo, this is table that I ordered my mother. It's so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I'm having people come in and set it up. Like, I think it's supposed to be there today to set it up. So I'm gonna call later to see if they came to set up the table. I'm gonna show you
What type of table you made up?
glass table.
Nice.
Yeah, that's for my mother. Yeah. And I had to pay her to get this shit set up. You know, I got this 51-inch table like this. Like I can actually do the, do the music and do the shit. You know, my sister, but she be doing some dumb shit sometimes. I'm gonna call her later. But we was arguing yesterday. We was on air yesterday. We was battling each other.
So it's fading and coming.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were gonna be able to light up for the show.
Yo, it is your boy Bookie Black. Yes, and we are here with the Family Vybz podcast show. And today we have a special guest. We call him NY Quickland.
What's going on?
Hey, introduce yourself, bro.
Yeah, what's going on? My name's B. I'm the CEO of Cripplin Cannabis Company. That's what we're doing here today on the podcast. We're coming out. We're just going to talk about a few things. We'll bring you up to speed on who we are, what we've been up to, where we plan to go in the future. And yeah, let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And before we get into this situation, everything is sponsored and presented by S.STREET Media and the Sprinkle Family Music Group. One thing I want to get into also is excuse me, y'all. I have the Sprinkle Family Radio Volume 2 in stores March 15th. So go and check it out, everybody. March 15th, the Sprinkle Family Mixtape Volume 2, the Luxury Vybz Mixtape, starring DJ Chase, myself, and True Luxury will be on the mixtape. So please go and check that out, y'all. All right. Now, also the Sprinkle Family website, it will be up soon today and probably be up late April, early May. So please, I will definitely give y'all updates more on that. So today we will speak to our guest, speak to the homie B, tell him what plans he got going on, but also tell everybody about you first.
All right, so yeah, I'm like I said before, I'm the CEO of Cripplin Cannabis, and that's what I've been working on for the past couple of years. We, ever since they basically opened up the gates in New York to get into the weed industry, we've been out here. We've been trying to make a name for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing events. We do a lot of pop-ups. We do a lot of we do fashion events. We do art events. We do mostly hip-hop events. We do showcases too. We sponsor a few as well. And I've got to meet a lot of people. I gotta say, so far so good. We just registered the business as an LLC this year, so
that's what I'll talk about.
Yeah, so we have some things coming up. We're gonna have, this is my character right here. His name is and we have a couple of them coming out soon. You're gonna see them in the comics. Bad News is the other version of him. They're gonna be running around. A little comic strip that we're gonna put out there for everybody that basically follows and supports Cripplin. We have a story that the whole brand. I don't want people to think it's all about crime or something like that. Nah. It's a comic strip that we're putting out, and it's gonna have a lot of artists, people that from the graffiti world, from the muralists too, that they're gonna take part in this. We have a couple of icons from Rusty. They're gonna be playing the voices of the characters. We're gonna open up a little, YouTube channel at first, and we're gonna make it a little series, and we're gonna keep it true to form. We're gonna keep it like true for all the way.
Got to. Shout out to True York. Shout out to NY Brooklyn. Shout out to the whole family. You know what I'm saying? This is how we doing things. Also, so where are you from exactly?
Okay, so Queens, Long Island, and I live in Brooklyn. So I've lived in New York my whole life. You know, I traveled and out of state. I went to the Carolinas for a bit.
I'm out there right now. Well, my family out there right now.
Yeah, so my family lives in Charlotte.
Yeah, my too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
cool
about.
spot,
That's a fact. That's a
you
fact.
know,
Shout out to Charlotte too, man. Shout out to Charlotte.
Yeah, Crown Town. You know, but you know, being from New York, you're used to certain things. You miss certain things when you're away, and I gotta say, you know, I love the city, man. I had to come back.
I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. When this is it. Once I leave, I'm getting the fuck on. I'm getting the fuck on. I'm tired of New York. I'm sorry.
You know, you gotta probably want to head somewhere warmer, but
I'm going outside. Yeah, I'm going outside, motherfucker. I was goddamn. I can't. I gotta go. New York is too much for me. It's not the way it used to be.
To move to North Carolina?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm originally from East New York, Cypress Projects.
All right.
But you know what I mean. My family has been out there. We've been out there mostly since early 2010. So the good thing is we know the ins and outs of Charlotte.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like niggas know who we are type shit.
Yeah.
The bad news is, even though we went through so much out there, if everything would have been the way it is now, if we would have known now, then we would have been you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you would have done different, right?
Yeah, so that's how that situation is. You know what I mean? But
there's a lot of opportunities out there. You know why? Because
yeah.
they don't have I gotta say, like, they don't have like a ton of people doing everything that's done up here. So there's always a lane. But you know what I mean? To get out there and start something that might be a fresh idea to them that we've been doing up here for a minute.
And let me just say this: Charlotte, the city of Charlotte, the Queen City of Charlotte, is a foundational city. Yeah, you know what I mean? So you can start your own shit and build your own shit and go from there. You know what I mean? If you know your connects, know the in and out, you can do that. But don't go out there. You know what I mean? You fucked up. You try to get on your shit and you think you could do this and do that, and you get lost in the source. Because it's just like being up out here. You go down there, you get lost too. The only difference is they ain't got the resources that they got about out in New York. So you go out there, you fuck. Yeah. So that's just you on your own, Jack. I can say that. Especially you ain't got no car. That'd be the worst. Man, every single day or every time I used to hate walking at least 20 minutes to the store and at least 20 minutes back. You know how annoying that shit was? At least 10 to 20 minutes to the store and back. Yeah. That was annoying. That was so annoying. But
yeah, that's true. If you don't have a car down there, you should.
Yeah. Not like you go downstairs and go across the street. It's right there.
It's clear.
Yeah. Word. But you know, my DJ Chase, shout out to DJ Chase too, man. You know what I mean? He just did a little podcast situation. He definitely working on the mixtape as we speak. So shout out to him. He's also out there too. You know what I mean? So he already did shows out there. You know, really got his own thing going. So I'm proud of him. You know, keep up the good work, my boy. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? So. All right, so you have anybody else working with you on this craft or this project?
Well, yeah, we have Zaza the Rafa, my cousin's brand, Rafa Farms. So he's a cultivator. You know what I mean? He's the one who has like all the know-how, all the knowledge. He's the one responsible for growing everything. Basically, I've learned a lot through him. As far he's a younger cousin than me. I taught him a lot.
So y'all family?
Yeah. And it's a family business. And we're trying to do everything legit. We're putting one step in front of the other. And like I said, he handles that division. I'm out here. I handle everything is in the city. We do all the events. We're outside. We meet new people week to week. And like I said, so far so good. I think it's like a common misconception. Some people might hear, they're doing these events where they'll have weed and everything, and they put a negative connotation. And realistically, we haven't had any of those problems at any of the events we've done. I gotta say, so far so good. Everybody, like from the promoters to the hosts to everywhere we've been, it's been vibes. People have a good time. You might go in there feeling some type of way, but you're definitely leaving happy, especially if you spoke with Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but yeah, so we're heavily involved too with like the arts. We're registered as a media, arts, and apparel company. So we're working on the website right now, actually, to put out soon for the clothes. You'll be able to get t-shirts, hats. We have some really cool hat. We found somebody to we found somebody to work with, and we have some really cool things coming out for the line. You also be able to get pins. Shout out to my boy from Trippy Pins, my boy Brandon.
Shout out to
We're
Trippy
gonna be
Pins.
working with him soon. We'll get some pins for Brooklyn too that you can get off the site. We'll have some stickers, baggies, all of that. So if you guys wanna buy, big bags to just have around, you'll be able to get all of that stuff on there. Aside from that, the media aspect, we're gonna be opening up the YouTube channel soon. And like I said, I spoke to the illustrator. He's my boy who came up with the character.
What's his name?
I don't want to put his name out there. So we're working on him to everything is we're working on getting our character trademark, getting the logo trademark. The name actually of the brand as well. So we're working on all that stuff right now. What else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, so I spoke to Illustrator. We're gonna start a YouTube page, and in each one of our baggies, basically, you're gonna find a comic strip, and when you pull that comic strip out, it's gonna have the tail Brooklyn in it, and we're gonna get eventually a QR code on it so that you can link it to the YouTube channel and you can follow us through there. So this is something that we're doing. We're creating our own name. We haven't seen this done with any other brands yet. So this is what we're doing to stand out.
Okay. Well, who have to have you been around celebrities or anybody that you've been?
Yeah, we've done events with quite a lot of people. We were when we first started, we were working at a Search Lounge. Shout out to them, in Midtown.
Shout out to the Search Lounge.
Yeah, Euro, Steve, and that whole crew. Good guys, man. They have a wonderful thing going on, and they have a lot of cool people that stop by the lounge. We worked out of there. We had a lot of fun and started learning the business, from a different perspective with them. We also work with Gas Guys and New York Empire. They bring out a lot of.
I heard about them.
Bro, man. Shout out to Cello. And
PU going out of business too soon.
Who's PU?
Oh shit.
Nah, let's get that. But shout out to my boys. That we care. They have great promoters, man. They have great brands. They got a lot of great buzz too, man. And it's been an honor, to be. I felt privileged to be able to work around them. And we've. If you want me to what do you want me to tell you? What celebrities we've been around? All right, so we've been, my boy Handsome Baller, he's been in the mix. We've been around Jay Critch, A Boogie. I gotta say, that guy, excellent, man. One of the chillest artists I met. We chopped it up a little, talked about his new album at the time. It was nice,
Which one was that? What album was that?
The man, I forgot that you put me on the spot and we just smoked it. It was not the one that he just put out there. He's touring out the one before that. We also met Sean Paul. That was pretty cool. I got to smoke a little bit with Sean Paul.
Shout out to Sean Paul.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda?
Yeah, he's pulled up to a couple.
Shout out to Bobby Shmurda too, man.
And cool as hell, man. He comes in the room and you see that high energy, that real Brooklyn, And yeah, so like I said, we worked around a few people at these events, and some brands that definitely they solid. They got a lot of good things going on too, and I like that we're ushering in like the canna culture for New York City. You know, um, basically, we're showing that people can pull up to these events and have a good time. It's not crazy like some people I've heard talk about, like they're afraid to come to the events because I might get hurt there. Or
not even that. There's some people that that does events like you.
There's always people doing that.
There's people that have events like you, or that are vendors like you. You know what I mean? That has said to me, I don't want to come to this event because I don't get paid at these events as much. So. Yeah.
Wait, I said that?
No.
Oh.
I said vendors like you.
Oh,
yeah. That's
I mean, business is business, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to be in the business of doing bad business. Mm-hmm. But sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, you pay to you pay your vendor fee to be at these places, and they're not as booked as they said they were gonna be, or it might not feel worth it. But I think it's all on the person, because there's been some times where it's been a little dry, but I've made a few more clients that night. I've networked with people to get into other spaces and other places. So it's all on YouTube what you make of it. Mm-hmm. Just because sales weren't good at that event doesn't mean like, I don't want to work with that promoter no more, because it's not always the same case. Sometimes he has, sometimes I have events that they hit and they make up for everything. So I wouldn't rule people out, and when it comes to that. But like I said, some people, to them, maybe they don't have the time or the finances to really go to events where they're not gonna make that much money, because they need to be there to make
that much money.
Yeah. So I think that deters a lot of people from reaching out sometimes too. It depends, but I would think that would be more along the lines of brands that they might be like a third party or something. They depend on somebody. Everything is all natural. We have sun grown, and we don't have to get anything from anyone. We provide for ourselves.
Yeah, sure. So do you have any family members that's like doing their own separate thing, like doing like music or art or?
Oh, absolutely. My uncle's an artist. He's the one actually who got me into the art world when I was younger. Right. He made me go to New York City. They have an excellent art exposition every year. Mm-hmm. It's usually held like by the piers, mm-hmm. on the west side. And 1 year he wanted to go to see what it was like, because he was looking to put his art into the show the following year. So he invited me, like, Brian, do you want to come? I'm like, all right, cool. I don't get to see my uncle that much. He lives in Cleveland. So I've been over there to visit him too. He's had actually he painted some guitars that they would auction out on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they donate that money to charity.
Where at?
At the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No, like.
Oh, in Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah. So my uncle, he used to live in New York, but he moved out there with his family years ago. So, like I said, I don't get to see him as much as I used to. When they used to live in Albany, I used to go up there. Sometimes, during the summer, my parents used to, take the drive and leave me up there for like a week or two. So we would go fishing in the huts. And my uncles are cool people. My other uncle, Adolfo, shout out to him. He used to own an antique store up there in Albany. So, yeah, it was cool hanging around them. And yeah, so he got me into the arts. As a kid, I used to go around tagging shit up when I was in middle school. It's not that I grew out of it. I just got in trouble for it at a really young age. My parents beat my ass, and I just left it alone. And but one thing though, I've always had the habit of I take pictures of murals for years, for like maybe the last 15 years, all over the city. And you realize one day they're here, one day they're not. Certain graph pieces too, So I've always done it off my iPhone. If you look at my personal Instagram, actually from like running from when I first opened it. It's nothing but like from New York City. So I wanted to tie everything that I love, the weed, the art, hip hop. We tied it all into one brand, and giving like New York its own little story and comic strip that people can follow. And,
But see, at times like that, it don't be like that anymore.
I think because
Vandalism there, they crack it down on vandalism now.
we're not talking about vandalism though. We talk. I mean, well, in the comics, right? So it's all good if you put it. We're not advocating people to go out there and
do that shit.
but we're gonna have some real old school graffiti artists, legendary. You know what I mean? Doing some of the pieces for the show. We're tapped in with James from Top Crew. He's gonna be doing
shout out to James, Top Crew.
Yeah, he's my boy Komsky. Circa, he's got a lot of things going on, but he's gonna be doing some artwork for the comic strip as well. And then I got my boy Jake Diallo. Shout out to Jake Diallo. This is actually Diallo. If you see this, he's my boy from France, right? This is a mural that's on top of my roof. He did this. I helped him fill in the red and everything, but he did this for Brooklyn.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I like that. That's fine.
So he's gonna be working with Brooklyn as well. He's gonna be doing a lot of our artwork, and we're gonna be working on more murals. You see them up around the city. We went hard last year. We were on Booth Avenue. The walls over there. We worked on Best Style Wall. Shout out to Frankie, the curator. My boy Frankie is an excellent guy, man. If you're into street art, go follow him. I'm gonna be Jake's face in New York now. I'm helping him find walls. I scout areas and.
What areas you go to?
What happened?
What areas you go to scout? Like you mostly go to?
Oh no. So what areas? Okay, so like we look for places, over here in Bushwick, Bed-Stuy, the LES. Where it's common, to see people that they have collectives and things going on. You have a lot of excellent curators that I gotta say they've been doing a great job with the city. Chinatown too. We did one on Orchard. Actually, we worked on a mural on Orchard together. It's still up there.
That's good.
Yeah.
My thing is like if we have. I wanted to actually say something because I've been trying to invest and trying to do my own thing as far as trying to because I got an LLC to start a store. My mother I bought my mother an LLC in her own situation to start the record label.
Okay.
So what I want to do now is when I get the store situated done, I want to move on to the marijuana process. Yes, I would like to move on to that because I like to smoke weed, but it's good to have my own shit, my own situation.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know, like how does that work?
I mean, it all depends how you want it to work and what you got to roll some dice too to make some things happen sometimes, but it's for the better good. Now, I mean, you should apply for your license, I would assume now, so that when the time comes, you have your answer if they're gonna let you do it or not. And it all depends too, because some people look at it like not everybody that wants to get in the weed business is in the business of selling weed, right? Yeah. Like we got apparel, we got stickers, you get what I'm saying? Right. There's a lot of things. So where they tell you like, sometimes it's better to have other things to offer. You might want to have your own rolling papers, your own a line that makes grinders or whatever, or the what am I thinking of right now? I'm thinking of the ashtrays and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The rolling kits. You might want to be somebody that has your own label of line of baggies going on or something like that. Something interesting that you could create, that you can make, that people could put their stuff in. There's different avenues. So I wouldn't just look at it from one perspective. there's a lot of things you could do. You can make a fortune selling. Look at the guy that sells raw papers, right? He doesn't have to sell weed, but he'll sell you the papers to roll the weed in, and yeah. See what I'm saying? So there's other avenues like that you should consider too. And if you have the LLC, use everything that you do, pay yourself through your company, you know. And find a way. You say you have the record label, right? So pay yourself for being, whatever you're doing. Are you doing the mixes? Are you doing the edits? You know what I'm saying? Like put yourself.
That's
yeah. You get what I mean? Like if you're an artist too and you're booking shows, pay yourself through your company. You know what I mean? And there's a lot to consider. That's excellent. Yeah, I'll say if that's the direction you're headed in, absolutely. I've had actually a couple of people. Talk to me about managing them, or maybe in the near future and stuff like that. So it's cool that you brought that up because I've been thinking about it myself and how I'm going to use my LLC to capitalize on everything that we're going to do. And I don't have a problem paying taxes. I know New York has to pay taxes out the ass, whatever. But you know what? This is a business that I'm trying to have around for a long time, not a short time. You know what I'm saying? And we're really tapped in with a lot of artists, musicians, dancers, icons, and stuff like that. We met a lot of great people, comedians along the way, and we want to use all those resources. Weed is like the common ground for everything, right? Everybody, yeah. So it's pretty cool, man. I think it's a cool time in New York too. As much as people think that the city is upside down and there's too much chaos going on. If you weren't here, I lived here all my life. So if you weren't here for the 90s, for the 80s and the 70s, you get what I'm saying? If you weren't here for that, and the early 2000s, you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. No idea at all. New York was a wow,
different type of city before then.
And I gotta say, from now till then, it's a lot safer. It's a lot cleaner. As crazy as that sounds, it's still a lot cleaner than it used to be. It's in many areas, because you can't say that because a lot of areas that used to not be so nice are nicer now, right?
Let me tell you something. Don't get that messed up. I used to work at a restaurant.
Oh, but we're not talking about the.
Listen. There's been restaurants in areas that's in the good parts of the city that you're talking about that I went into that you wouldn't even think that it was an actual bathroom. You know what I mean? Like it looked like one of them bathrooms that's actually in the shelter. Like literally, it looked like those type of bathrooms. You know what I mean? So if you look at that, it'd be like, yo, I'll come in here, you know what I mean?
You think you're having a good meal, right? The food comes out all nice and presentable,
you know what I mean?
Right?
And then you look at that, I'm like, oh man, what the hell did I get myself into? When I saw that, first of all, I'm gonna just say it like this: I have never seen. I'm not even gonna do it. Yo, I have never seen a piece of shit where you flush the toilet, the little handle. I have never seen a piece of shit hanging on it, and I have to clean it.
No, I give you one better. Yo, I was
and I had to clean the bathroom.
I was at a strip club one time.
Oh no. Them bitches is shitty.
I'm not even gonna. Listen. No. It's not about the girl.
Who did it?
Everybody was having a good time, but then so the DJ, right? He got on the mic. He goes, "Yo, did somebody take a shit in the urinal?" Yo, he said, "Who the fuck did that?" Yo, yeah. I mean, this, there's always gonna be crazy shit happening around, man. We're a city where not everybody is in the right state of mind,
I can say that it has been
that was one
gotten a lot better and safer. Cleaning, we can say that. But to be honest with you, to me, the little cleanliness ain't no different. It ain't no different. Motherfuckers are still nasty and shitty.
man.
Yeah,
You know, it's every city. Every city. You can't. A lot of people act like New York City's like the only city, and oh, it's so dirty. You know what it is?
nah.
You go to other cities.
Boston. I heard Boston was dead. I heard Boston. Oof, man, they trains. I thought it was fucked up. I heard Boston is yeah. Boston.
I mean, I've been to Boston,
Maryland,
maybe like twice. Honestly, I know
Philly.
Philly. I got love for Philly, man. I like Philly. I took the
Chicago. They trains.
I like Philly. I gotta say, it's pretty cool. You know, when you go.
I ain't gonna lie.
I went by Independence Hall, and you see like the little like the roads. They're very narrow, and it was because they were built for when people used to have the horses.
Yeah.
You know, and they still have in a lot of those.
Like
the old school homes. You know, I would say brownstones if we were like
bricks and a little.
But yeah, it's you know, and they still have those things that you could tie the horse onto, and they still have the brushes. There were brushes where. Because people used to step on horse shit, I guess, or whatever the story is, and you know you have to brush the bottom of your feet before you come up your steps and go in your ass and stuff. But yeah, Philly's pretty cool, man. I took the kids.
Shout out to Philly, man. Shout out to Philly.
Yeah, I gotta say, they had that museum for the kids, Please Touch Museum. It was pretty cool. I saw the Magic Gardens. There's this artist that he makes mosaics. He puts like cement right on the wall, and then he puts like little fragments of colored glass. All over there and makes beautiful patterns and designs. Magic City was pretty cool. You know, the Rocky Steps, the art museum there too. I gotta say, the only thing, you know, it was great. We went to my girl. She wanted to do this before we left. She said, "Oh, can we see Rocky's apartment?" We went to the original apartment, and that area, North Philly, wow, is I gotta say, like there's some messed up parts in New York, but North Philly was crazy, bro. I think it was like Kensington Avenue or something like. Everybody.
I heard about Kensington,
bro. Everybody looked like a question mark out there. Yo, it was all doing the lean like this for miles, and like you drive, I'm like, holy shit, yeah, you know.
Yo, you know what I saw? I saw a video. I don't even want to say it. I saw a video about some shit. I think it's either Kensington or Skid Row. But I saw a video about a fiend or a crackhead bitch laid out. She was white too, no offense. But skinny one, laid out. Bitch had the little spandex, and you got flies flying around her pussy. Flies, my nigga. I said, what the fuck?
I saw some crazy shit, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I got out the car to take a picture, or Rocky's old building, right? So his original apartment in the first one. Yo, you had two girls with a bandana and they was chewing it and like back and forth with each other. Yeah. It was so like shit. I'm like, yo, K2. Yeah, a lot of people on
that's that K2 fentanyl.
Oh man, pray for them, man. You know, I hope they get out of that. That's crazy. But you know, the other parts of Philly that I saw were excellent. You know, I had a great time. Max and Gino's, the steak spots over there, is pretty cool too. You got they 24 hours, they 24 hours. So
I gotta go out there. I want to see how they Philly cheesesteaks really taste. I keep hearing so much shit about that. I want to see how.
You know, I had Max and Gino's for the first time like 20 years ago, and I think I don't want to sound like saying something. I think they tasted better when I was young. I think maybe the cheese they use nowadays isn't as good as the one they use. I don't know if y'all agree with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, jump in the comments if y'all can agree, man. Jump in the comments if y'all can agree.
But yeah, but I still go. You know, it's still worth the trip. It's still worth the ride. You know, and so talk to me what you got going on. You say you want to start the record label, you gotta have the artist. So what type of music we talking about?
Yo, like honestly, for the love of the vibes, for the luxury mixtape vibes. Excuse me, y'all. Actually, we got the artists called True Luxury. You know what I mean? Shout out to True Luxury in the DJ I'm working with, DJ Chase. Shout out to him too. You know, it's basically about the mixtape is basically consistent on love songs.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, romance.
Yeah, romance.
Is it R&B?
Oh yeah, mostly.
Like R&B neo soul or
Yes,
R&B?
yes.
That's cool. Yo, it was funny because we were talking about that earlier. How I feel like the music industry's lost that vibe where like, you look at old school artists. When you talk about like Barry White, Marvin Gaye, the Blue Notes and stuff like people the Isley Brothers, teaching you how to love your girl and appreciate your girl, and the message of love was a lot more respected, and I think that's something that needs to be brought back out, especially right now that the country's divided. Everybody's
guess what, my friend? I'm here to tell you that I am the man that will bring out if anybody that does not know,
bringing that to the table, I respect it, man.
Of course I have to, because
music needs that.
Because I'm glad that you said that, because the music I've been doing was basically neo soul / hip hop and R&B.
Okay.
So I've mainly been consistent on doing love songs.
I want to hear this. When it comes out, send it to me.
Oh, my songs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I got you.
Yeah, please send
I
me
got the album already out. You know what I mean? The album came out 2 years ago in August.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that was the Boogie Black album, Volume 1, The Angel Side. The Thoughts of Love, which is Boogie Black album, the Volume 2. That's coming soon.
Okay.
So, and I also got
you write your own music? Or
of course.
That's cool. Yeah.
I
think
I write my own music, and plus there's a lot of songs in my music I don't even cuss on.
A lot of people ask me if I do music, and I never got into it, and that's because I'm not a writer like that. I can't
start with poetry.
Yeah, I see that. I see the correlation.
That's where I started from.
Poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I used to go crazy with the poetry.
As a matter of fact, shout out the Oye group. I actually did somebody one of my friends, they told me, they were like, yo, do you want to do this thing online with us? He was talking to me about poetry. Actually, this was a couple of years ago. I joined they did like I'm trying to think of, it's not a program, but it's like one of those exercises, you just gotta log on the Zoom, and they're like, okay, today we're gonna work on a haiku, and today we're gonna work on personification and stuff like that.
I think that the little course classes and
no, but it was more workshap. There we go. That's the phrase I was looking for. It was more like a workshop, and the Oye group is actually a really good group of poets that have a workshop for all that.
Sorry, y'all. What the hell?
So yeah, poetry actually, that's pretty cool. I know that in the LES they have the Puerto Rican Poets Cafe too. I think they're rebuilding it right now. But
New Rican,
yeah. They have a lot of cool artwork you can see outside too. A lot of murals have been there for years, and so yeah, that's actually something. I'm glad you brought that up. That's something I'll look into.
Yeah, that's definitely that's how I started. I started doing that. It became from doing that to listening to 50 Cent and Eminem and all of them, and then it started the writing process, and that's how this whole situation went.
So who influenced you the most?
Well, all right. As far as the writing who influenced me the most, I'm gonna have to say 50 Cent. But as far as the artists that has actually like my top 5, you know what I mean? That's something different.
Let's talk top 5. We got top 5.
Okay, I got, of course, Biggie, of course, Jay, M, Busta, and Nas. That's my top 5.
That's a good top 5. I agree with a few of them. I got Biggie, Jay, and Nas on mine. Not specifically in that order. I'm gonna say the other two. It's.
I'm not counting Eminem out. I'm not gonna count Eminem out on anything. I'm sorry. He's definitely, if not my top 1, then basically my top 3 or 4.
I mean, I like M's music, but it's not like
the way it used to be. Everybody says that. Everybody says that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, and artists evolve and things change, but like when
Now,
I was
going back
a
to that.
teenager and I like you know and he first came out and he had all these crazy freestyle. I like Eminem a lot better.
Now, it's funny how you said that. Going back to that question about what happens to celebrities coming out looking different and all this and all that. When I was telling you the two words that I was mentioning earlier, do you believe in that?
You gotta.
Oh, you smoke too much weed, my brother. I don't even know.
What's the words you said?
They don't even worry about it. Nobody they ain't trying to have the government come after us because you know they watching this shit too. So, but you know, as far as that, his first 4 albums, of course. You know, after those 4 albums, and plus, you know, he did the re-up, that was it. That we ain't really hear from him in 4 years, and then he comes back and does this. So, you know, it's something that you got to look into and figure out what happened in between those 4 years or what happened.
Well, I mean, I'll give you an example. Look at Nas, right? You know, he didn't put out an album for a little while, and then he just hit us with 3 back to back, and he still got it. He still has things I would like to listen to, you know. He still has things that belong on the radio. He still has music that,
of course.
And I'm not saying like Eminem doesn't. All I'm saying is the version of his music that I enjoyed most was the
earlier
parts
version
of his art. Because this is his art, you know, and art is like there is no right or wrong version to do things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people don't see that. So it is basically up to you to like what you like. Also, you know, as somebody that is a fan of yours or somebody that's an artist himself.
Right.
Yeah, not everything you're gonna create is gonna hit. So,
well, I mean, I can agree. I can agree with that. You know, it's not gonna feel the same. It's not gonna be the same. You know, especially when things get old or things change. Of course, one thing you cannot change is your features. You know, not even your features, but like your persona in music and who you were, and you know, and versus who you are now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're talking about growth. Yeah, and everybody grows as an artist. You grow as an adult, and
I'm talking about not just the whole situation, not just a piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? Like I think deep into the situation as far as what's going on, and like when they said that, okay, boom, you know, he disappeared for 4 years. Okay, I will go and look into that situation on what the fuck really happened those 4 years. And you know, they throw out these death hoax. The death hoax that they throw out, you know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, all right, so boom. They even said that, and you ever heard about the situation in 2005 or 6 when he got into a car accident or he overdosed? That's why I don't want to get too deep into it, because I don't want to, like, you know what I mean, about the situation about him overdose and getting into a car accident in 2006. You know what I mean? I was aware of that, but they said that, you know, I think it was more of an overdose.
I don't know. Is that what led to like? I think he went like sober for a while, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But why did he come out?
Sometimes a lot of
not
people
even that, bro. Not even that. How do you come out sober, but you come out looking different than you did, bro?
What do you mean?
You come out looking. No. You cannot look at the Eminem before he got into that new overdose situation, and look at him after he got into that overdose situation.
I mean,
I'm talking about you gotta put two together and really look.
I don't know where you're going with that, but like,
yeah. You see, it's too deep.
When you talking about the Florida situation, is that what you? Is that what you?
You mentioned it. You mentioned it, Jack. I mean,
no. I think
You
that's
mentioned
crazy. I
it.
think that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Just,
So
he was
like,
sober and then he cleaned up physically. You know,
that's what they would tell us.
More.
That's what they would tell us.
So you think?
I believe in death hoaxes. Okay, I believe in death hoaxes. That's
break
a
it
fact.
down for me. What's
We know all these celebrities with these death hoaxes. Okay, boom. I even brought this up before. The situation with Gucci. You know what I'm saying? How do you come home? Not only where you look skinny and all that, but how do you come home with different fucking features? And if I say this, and if I tell this to everybody, and I'll be like, yo, y'all know what's going on in this world, I would look like a fucking idiot. But hey, that's how it should be. I would look like a whole total idiot just by saying, oh, yo, that's not Gucci. Why he coming out like that? Why this?
I don't know.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's too deep. It's too deep. Alright, so you know what? We gonna switch gears. We got like 5 or 6 minutes left. We got like 8 minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So before we wrap it up, tell everybody your next move and tell everybody what you got going on next.
So like I said, there's media, arts, and apparel. So we're gonna start dropping some pretty cool clothes. You know, we make our own splash. We do things that aren't being done already. I'm not saying that nobody has an apparel line, but we're just gonna do things our way. You know, put pieces out there we think need to be out there. The comic strips. You know, we're gonna start. You know, adding that to the mix and the YouTube channel that you can follow the little like the strip will have like, you know, maybe 4 to 6 windows, something like that. And then the episode will be found online. So we'll give like a 10-15 minute episode too that people can follow along. And we're gonna make it a story. And those are the things that we're looking I'm looking forward to myself learning how to become a creative director and growing there. You know, I think that's one of the coolest. You're gonna pick a career and you're gonna be an artist. And you like to create. Being a creative director is gonna teach you how to master that craft. You know, a lot of really, and we plan to do that in a lot of unique ways. You know.
Copy that. So, there's anybody you would like to give a big shout out to before we, take this thing home?
Okay, yeah. Shout out to. First of all, my cousin Raph, man, Rafa Farms. You know, he was the first one to ask me to help him, and like I said, we're trying to do everything. We're trying to do everything legit. So I look at this as like, yo, let's get in now. Is while we were on the ground floor, and so shout out to him for doing what he does. He takes care of him so that I can take care of me. Shout out to my boy Jake Diablo. He's gonna be stopping by later this year. From France, man. Shout out to Jake Diablo. We're gonna be putting out more artwork this year, and we're gonna really try to help him grow in New York City on the art scene, and help him make more sales out here and more people aware of the art he has and purchase it basically. And shout out always to God. I should have said that first, actually. I want to thank God. I pray a lot, and I gotta say, I have a lot of big things that I want to accomplish, and I just pray that He helps me out along the way. Like I said, some people here like, oh, it's the weed business, and they think the worst of things. But we're not in it to do the worst of things. If anything, this promotes a lot of great
clientele.
Well, it's just a lot of great opportunities and a lot of great environments too, because a lot of people that maybe under any other circumstances would have never spoke to each other or met each other. You know what I mean? It's all
it takes is a blunt.
It bridges a lot of gaps.
Facts.
Yeah. And that's what we're out here doing.
All right. So, you heard it from the boy. You heard it from your boy.
Yeah,
shout out to NY Brooklyn.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to NY Crooklyn. My fault. I keep saying.
Well, it's Crooklyn. It's Crooklyn Cannabis Company, but N.Y.Crooklyn is that's the Instagram page for promotional use only. Also 21 plus. It's got content on there that please, if you're not 21, You can't stop people from doing things, but it's really for people that's 21 and older. I don't want people to get the wrong idea that he's making comics, so he's gonna pitch this to kids and stuff. This is not as far from that. This is just for the adults to enjoy something while they sit there and twist up. Yeah, exactly. And like I said, we're trying to keep things do the right things. We're trying to keep things
right. Yes, sir. So once again, you heard it from your boy B from N.Y. Crooklyn Cannabis Company. You know the vibes. Before we take it out, once again, I would like to give a big shout out to S.STREET Media. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely have to give a big shout out to my son B for Stop Show. You know what I mean? And I definitely would like to give a big shout out to the Sprinkle Family Music Group because it is presented and sponsored by them. You know what I'm saying? Once again, the Sprinkle Family Radio Mixtape Volume 1 is already out. And the Sprinkle Family Radio Mixtape Volume 2 will drop March 15th. You know what I mean? So please go check in and stay up to date as far as when the mixtape is dropping or more update about the website we are coming out with. If anybody that is interested in promotion and as far as mixtapes, as far as doing a podcast interview, as far as artists, management or anything like that, because we are starting to come up with that soon. You know what I mean? Yes, we starting to write checks and do all that. So if anybody that's interested in doing anything, we gonna drop contracts. We'll talk. You know what I mean? We'll do everything the right way. So let's work. My phone is out for a couple of days, y'all. So if you're trying to call me, I will call you from the Wi-Fi phone. God damn it! All right. So I got y'all. You know what I mean? So give it a little break. So once again, we are. You know what I mean? We are the Family Vybz. This is your boy Boogie Black. And this is your boy B. We are out of here. Peace.
That was good.
Appreciate that.
So this is what it is. This nigga usually takes a. Oh, let me stop it here for a sec. Let me stop it on the live.
You want to be in a magazine?
Yeah.